Mr. Donald J.
Let's do a real long one today, okay? We'll do a long one. Here's the story. So I did a few statistics, and don't be depressed. It ain't good, but we're going to change it fast, folks. We're going to change it fast. So they go Fort Wayne, and I like Fort Wayne. We have friends from Fort Wayne, great people, Jim, Sue. Fort Wayne has lost 1 in 4 manufacturing jobs since NAFTA. No good. We got to change it. NAFTA's a real problem, folks. NAFTA. Our brilliant politicians, they made that deal. That was another brilliant deal. And now they're doing TPP, Trans-Pacific Partnership. Cruz wants it. It's going to be a disaster, okay? It's a disaster. It'll be worse than NAFTA. The number of people living in poverty in the county, Allen County, has nearly doubled since 2000. We got to take care of that, folks. You know what's happening. Our jobs are going to Mexico. China's taking our business, Japan. Everybody. Not going to happen. The entire state of Indiana has lost 1 in 5 manufacturing jobs since Congress put China in the World Trade Organization in 2001. Not good, right? Indiana's lost another 5,000 jobs. State has lost 15% of its construction jobs. Steel. Now, steel we love. Indiana's big for steel, right? Don't worry, we're going to be good. 1/4 of all steel in the United States was made in Indiana. But steel workers are getting hammered in Indiana because of the dumping. You know, the dumping. We're not going to have dumping. We're going to keep our jobs. Better than dumping. All right? We're keeping our jobs. The car industry is another now. The car industry is a big industry in Indiana, but it's being hammered and will be hammered if TPP passes. So we're going to make sure it doesn't pass, because that's going to make, I'm telling you, that's going to make NAFTA look like baby stuff. So it's all bad, but look, let me tell you, ultimately it's good, because you know what's going to happen? We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back, okay? We're going to bring it back. We're bringing it back. So I'm competing against these two guys, even though they have no path to victory. It's ridiculous. I don't even know what we're doing. In fact, the Washington Post, just recently, it says, headline, "The time has come to admit that Republican voters want Donald Trump as their nominee and stop all the nonsense." That's in the Washington Post. We have millions of more voters. We have hundreds of more delegates. It's a corrupt system. It's a crooked system, very much like crooked Hillary, right? It's a crooked... It's all a rigged system. For instance, I won in Arizona. I won everything. But these guys are trying to go in and get votes on the second ballot. Jan Brewer, the governor, a great woman, she got thrown off. It's all rigged by the professionals. It's all rigged by the bosses, and it's a disgrace. It started in Louisiana. I wasn't supposed to win Louisiana. And I went and I campaigned. I went into an airplane hangar like this incredible. It's a good place. This is a nice place. Look at that. Every single seat, every single corner, the entire floor. We set a new record here.
Yeah!
We set a new record, and these guys will never report it. The dishonest media will never report it. They're the worst. They'll never report it. So think of it. Think of it. No matter where we go, we just left, as you know, Terre Haute. Do we like Terre Haute? Yeah, we like Terre Haute. Huh? We like Terre Haute. We had a new record there. Great people, incredible people. And over here, they've never done this much. You know why? Because they can fill up the seats, but nobody ever fills up the floor. And by the way, there are probably 7,000 or 8,000 people still outside trying to get in. So if you want to leave early, go ahead. The fire marshal has been great. And this happens all over. This is always the case. We go to Alabama, we have 35,000 people. We can go as big as the arena. And we have, no matter where we go, it's a movement that's going on. And you know, it really is, it's a movement toward being smart. Our country is being led by people that have no clue. And the ones that do have a clue, they're totally guided by campaign contributions, by their super PACs, and by companies that want to rip off our country. They don't care. So we're going to get it straight. Now here's something coming in, because you know, you look at these guys that I'm running against, now they're hanging by their fingernails. They're just like barely hanging on. So they have no road to victory. And Cruz did something that nobody's ever seen before. He has no road to victory. He can't win. He's the first person in the history of the United States who picked a running mate, Carly, who picked a running mate. He picked a running mate, even though he has no chance to win. So he picked, as a presidential candidate, a running mate, but he has no chance to win. So that's the first in the history of our country, folks. Ted, Lion Ted, I want to congratulate you. I'd like to congratulate you, Lion.
Lion 10. It's in Lion 10. Lion 10.
Lion Ted, that's you know, he walks in with the Bible held high, right? Bible held high. Then he puts it down and then he lies. Oh boy, he lies. He really does lie. You know, I go around, I say I'm against the Obamacare stuff. We're going to repeal it, replace it. We're Second Amendment. We love our Second Amendment. I watch this guy on television. Donald Trump loves Obamacare. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's wonderful. Your rates went up, you know, 35, 45, 55%. But they lie, these politicians. I'm in business and they're bad, and I have to tell you, they're much tougher. They're much tougher people, but they don't lie like this. I never saw people lie like this. How about the little deal they made, Kasich and Cruz, where one will get out of Indiana. Now think about that, you know, because we all have our staffs. One will get out of Indiana, the other one will take over. You know, the people of Indiana are smart. They don't go for this stuff. Got to be very careful, because if I use a little bit language that's bad, just a little bit, it ends up being a front page story all over the world, okay? Because of these dishonest people. But they formed this alliance, but just to show you what bad deal makers politicians are, they form an alliance, and by the following morning, I got a call 11:30 in the evening. By the following morning,